Good afternoon, happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I went to Dollar Tree and I went to Jewel, guys. Everything went so swimmingly. Well, not completely at Dollar Tree. We ended up going to the Dollar Tree that is in the same strip mall as the Jewel that we sometimes go to. It's not the one that's like local to us, and neither is the Jewel, but since those two were both together, instead of driving like one direction to go to the Dollar Tree and the other direction to go to the Jewel, plus I like that Jewel a little bit better. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit more like, I don't know, not organized, but they're really busy, but it seems like our Jewel always tends to not have enough people like working. And so like they'll only have like 2 lanes open, but they'll have like 5 people in each lane. Whereas like this Jewel will have like 3 or 4 people in each lane, but they have like 5 or 6 lanes open, like, but it's just very, very busy. So anyways, though, we ended up going, like I said, to those. And what I had scouted out at the other Dollar Tree, they didn't have all the same stuff at the Dollar Tree then that we went to, which is obviously like an example of how stuff varies, and they have different stuff at one store and, you know, other stuff at another store or whatever. And so there was 2 things I think that I was planning on getting and they didn't have, so it wasn't a huge big deal. I mean, it was kind of just like I wanted to go to see what they had, which they did have something that I wasn't sure ours would have had. So again, it was like kind of worth it to go there. But there was maybe 2 or 3 things that I was thinking I was gonna get they didn't have. Anyways, though, I ended up going there and that went overall fine, you know, for again what I was gonna get. I was planning on going in there and just actually, if I didn't find anything, I didn't find anything. If I did, I did. But then at Jewel, everything went well, guys, and I think I might have found out the problem with the My Mix as to why it wasn't working. For me at least, because at the end when you enter your My Mix number, it'll like say like processing or like something like that, and so normally after I punch it in, I just assume that it goes through. But at least today I did notice that at the end, and it loaded very quickly, it asked if I wanted to make a donation. Sometimes I think it might ask that as well, but it takes a long time for it to load, so it doesn't prompt me right away to ask if I want to make a donation. And so I think then my Mix, it like times out, my Mix doesn't then go through, which might have been what happened last week. Because I do know I saw something on their Facebook page, because I actually checked to see if other people were having this problem before I went like complaining, saying like, why is this a problem? I wanted to see if there's other people that were having this. I saw that they're doing some like charity things with an organization for like donations and stuff like that through the month of February. Now, I don't know if they've done it like other months that it hasn't also worked for me. Like I told you guys, this happened 2 or 3 times now that this hasn't happened, but maybe last week was because of this, and it didn't prompt me right away to ask if I wanted to make a donation, so I didn't see it on the screen. And then like I said, it timed out, so it never ended up going through. Maybe that was the problem like that I was having at least last week. Again, I'm not totally sure. I don't know what really was going on, but this week it worked. I also had a very knowledgeable cashier as well. We've actually went to this Jewel a few times, and we've had this guy as a cashier a couple times, and he actually asked me right away, like at the middle of the transaction, like he was almost done. He was like, do you have a My Mix? And I was like, yes I do. He's like, all right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and put that in right now. And I was like, okay. So I put it in, I hit enter, and then right away it asked me if I wanted to do like the charitable donation or whatever, and then he was like, okay, it went through. And so I was like, okay, great. So my dad said that he did see that it changed, which I only had a 50-cent off coupon, so it wasn't like a huge change or anything like that. And I did check my receipts, and my account was credited, my gas rewards points, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, this is awesome. It worked this week. And maybe that was why. Maybe I need to try and add the My Mix number during the beginning of the transaction. I don't totally know. Some of the times they ask you at the end, like I've put it in all at different times. I put it in at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the transaction, and every single time I've had a different result. It works sometimes it doesn't work. And so again, I don't know what it could have been, but maybe that's it. Maybe it's actually asking me if I do want to make a donation. It's not loading fast enough so I don't see it, just because like I said, I don't necessarily know that I need to keep looking at the screen afterwards to see that. I just think I hit the enter button, my My Mix should go through. But apparently I have to check to make sure if they're asking for a donation or not. and then have to, again, respond if I want to or not. Which is a little frustrating just because, like I said, it's happened a few times to me where I haven't noticed that. And if that is the problem, then it's a problem where I'm not getting it because I'm not checking and watching the screen long enough to wait for it to load and then see that. So that could be the problem, that I have kind of, you know, half my fault, half kind of, it's not really the best like planning to make people wait to do the donation, which, like I said, it prompts you on the screen to ask you if you want to do it. So but again, like I said, I don't know if that is it, but if it is, then it's kind of like poor planning, because you shouldn't have to wait to make sure that it goes through. I hit the enter button and think I'm done. Because any other store, like I think at Dollar General too, 2 times I went to Dollar General, I don't remember it asking me if I wanted to make a donation, like it just, you know, goes through or whatever. And I think even at Walgreens, I think they ask if you want to redeem like points. Used it 1 time at Walgreens, but again, it's not like on Jewel's part, I don't think it's the greatest planning for that. Anyways though, I got the hauls done. I recorded the videos, I edited them, uploaded them, and I also have the blog post all published all tonight for just those 2 stores though. I have the other 3. I have Valley Produce, Caputo's, and Aldi to do tomorrow, and then I'm also going to do my big combined haul. So I've got all the other like stuff waiting in my room to do that video, the big combined haul tomorrow, since I'll do it in the morning anyway. But yeah, guys, I am like so happy. I also did 2 loads of laundry today too, because Matthew will be home this weekend, but then after that he won't be home for 2 weekends, so I need to make sure that I get all of his laundry finished, because I've been like not doing like 1 load of laundry for him every single week, just because how we split up our clothes. So it'll be like, like I think last week I didn't do reds or something like that before he left, but he only had like a sweatshirt and maybe like sweatpants or something like that that were like weren't washed. So I just gave them to him this week, and then like obviously though, if he's not home for next week, I need to make sure that all of his stuff gets washed. So yeah, I am trying to make sure that I get as much done as possible. So I did 2 loads today. I just have 2 more loads to do between tomorrow and Sunday before he leaves. So hopefully I can just get to the other 2 tomorrow. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But again, guys, I am like so happy because my blog posts are already up for those 2 hauls. The videos are already up. I think this is way better, like doing 2 of those videos on a Friday night, or like 2, maybe 3 hauls or something like that on a Friday night, instead of doing almost all of them and again not being able to get to it. It actually took me like almost no time at all to get to them too. And normally Valley Produce and Caputo's and Aldi are my bigger hauls anyway, so that I have more time on a Saturday to do it instead of trying to rush to get through it on a Friday. With those hauls, I feel like would be a little bit better. So like I said, guys, I'm really happy I got to that. I feel like I need to try and work out like timing and planning and stuff like that and play with that, because for me it's not working the way I'm doing it, and it's making me feel like overwhelmed then when I get behind or I don't get everything done like in that same day. And so obviously though, if I'm doing 5 hauls on a Friday night, I can't expect to get all of it done on a Friday night. But then I will be like, oh, I'll just do it on Saturday, and then Saturday rolls around and I might only get to like a little portion of it and not actually finish the whole thing as well. So that I'm doing like half and half, I think is actually working out a little bit better. And that's kind of what we did last week too, and I felt like that worked out better for me as well, where we did Valley Produce on Thursday or whatever, and then we did the rest of them on Saturday, and I was able to get through the rest of them pretty easily on Saturday, because again, I have that whole day to kind of work with. And like if I do the hauls and do the videos in the morning, then I can try and do the blog posts, edit all that kind of stuff maybe later in the afternoon if there's something in the middle of the day that I have to get to or whatever. I think it works out a little bit better for me, at least. Again, that's what I noticed like last week, because I did the hauls and the videos early, like in the morning when we went, and we ended up running errands like in the middle of the day, other errands, not grocery stuff, in the middle of the day on Saturday, and then I finished the rest of the stuff up like mid-Saturday afternoon or something like that, which again I think worked better for me and the timing and everything like that, instead of feeling rushed to try and get everything all done on Friday night from all of the stores or whatever that I'm doing. So I actually, and literally too guys, I finished them in like about a half hour or something like that. I finished doing all the hauls in like less than a half hour and pre-did the blog post. Then while I was editing all the videos, I finished doing the blog post completely. And then they're actually, like I said, all published, and everything on YouTube is up too, for the haul. So I got everything like all done, which is crazy. I don't know when the last time is that I got like all of my hauls and all that kind of stuff all done in one day. Is like awesome. The other thing that I do want to try and do though, since and if this scheduling is kind of working out for me, is try to do, if I'm going to do meal prep for that week and doing like whatever other like meal preps, or if I'm doing a freezer dinner videos and stuff like that, I can get to all of that then on Sunday instead of again trying to rush myself getting it all done in one day. I can try and get done what I can when I can, and then maybe those videos will go up on like a Monday or Tuesday or like maybe later in the week or something. I want to try and be able to get to my Chat with Me Sundays also, which don't have to be recorded on Sunday. It's just like when scheduling videos out works best. I didn't get to planting my plants today, which does kind of stink though. But I need to get to bed because I gotta go to bed at least a little bit earlier so I can get up early and get to the grocery stores and all that stuff at least at a decent hour in the morning. But yeah guys, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Like I said, I'm happy guys though. Like I feel good, like I got everything all done for today that I needed to and that I wanted to get done, and like that it's done in one day and I can again kind of take a deep breath and go in tomorrow fresh instead of being like, okay, I have to do my hauls tomorrow and then I also have to get to all the other stuff I didn't finish today. I got it all done and I feel very relaxed, and I was able to enjoy my Friday night and not be scrambling around trying to get to videos or being overwhelmed and being like, okay, I'll just do it all tomorrow, and then being overwhelmed on Saturday. I feel very good about that, and like I said, hopefully if the scheduling keeps working out, that means that I can be a little bit more efficient. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.